If you haven't been here before, welcome to the channel. My name's Nick and I'm a full-time Amazon seller. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the best keyword research tool that I've used so far. We've been using this tool for a number of years, and today I'm just going to show you over my shoulder training of how we would use these tools in a specific circumstance. So the product example I'm going to run you through today is a poolside basketball hoop. So if you were thinking about selling this product, then one of the most important parts of that is for you to find the very best keywords, okay? You need to find the keywords that best describe the product, but more importantly, we want to be using the best keywords that are going to enable us to compete and rank. So if you're moving into a niche for the first time, if you're just starting out on Amazon, there is a lot of power in selecting the right keywords, and we can find the keywords that are best for us to target, the ones that have low levels of competition, and to do that we need to use tools like this, and that's why we use these tools every single day in our Amazon business. So before I jump in, and if you're thinking about using Helium 10 suite of tools, you're going to see exactly how we use three of them today. We're going to be using Magnet, Frankenstein and Misspellinator. Okay. Now, Helium 10's pricing is usually $97 a month for the Platinum plan, and so on. Now, you don't need to pay full price. You can use my coupon EBOSS50 to save 50% off the first month. That, if you're on the fence about trying them out, could give you a good incentive to do so. So get the first month half price, and if you don't have any use for it after that, you can always cancel it. If, however, you're a serious Amazon seller and you want to use it for the long term, EBOSS10 will give you 10% off every single month for life. It's what we use. We use our mentor's coupon, and yeah, it helps us save money every single month. So I just want you to know that, because you don't need to pay full price. And if you do use that, it's only fair that I mention we will make a commission, and it's how we keep the free YouTube content and blog content coming. So it's only fair that we're upfront and transparent about that. Now, let's talk about Magnet. Now, I've done some research using another one of Helium 10's tools, Blackbox. And if you're interested in learning how I use that tool, watch the video. You can see it at the top of the screen, but watch it after you've watched this video, because you're here to learn about keywords and how you should be doing your keyword research on Amazon, and I'm going to show you that. So finish this video first. Now, I have found a product opportunity, which is a poolside basketball hoop. Now, all I've done is place that keyword into Magnet, and I've clicked Get Keywords. Now, because Helium 10 plugs directly into Amazon, we are actually able to see a lot of very useful and interesting information that we wouldn't be able to see otherwise. And what's interesting about Helium 10 is they actually have and hold more data about Amazon products than you would be able to find just looking on the Amazon website, because Helium 10 holds and lets you see products that are out of stock, that have been archived, and whereas with Amazon, well, if they're out of stock or archived, you wouldn't be able to see them. So that's a very interesting thing I was told by one of the guys at Helium 10 a little while ago. Now, the keyword we put in, poolside basketball hoop. Now, I know this is a very, very good keyword for describing this product, okay? Now, the search volume here is 8,350 a month. The CPR, 8-day giveaway, is 160. Now, this stands for Cerebro Product Rank. So Helium 10's algorithm, and through different testing, they've worked out that basically if we were to sell 160 units within 8 days under this keyword, using either search, find, buy, or an optimized URL, or any sort of URL that might give credit to this keyword, we would need 160 purchases in order to rank. Okay, so let's say we put up a listing. If you were to run PPC and achieve 160 sales in 8 days, then you would rank on page 1 for this keyword. Okay, so we follow the CPR 8-day giveaway rule, and yeah, it works. If you manage to obtain that many full price sales, then it does work. Well, it has in our case anyway. So they give you some interesting information. They give you the top products currently for this keyword. They give you word frequency, so all of the listings, which words they use the most. And this is all interesting information that you could use in your listing, but we're going to dive deeper. We're going to be looking much further into this. So we've got some really interesting filters that I'll talk about in a moment, and you've even got some advanced filters, okay? And for the moment, we are just looking at minimum 2-word keywords, because 1-word keywords are usually very broad, and we want these keywords to describe the product, okay? Now, the competing products, and we can filter this, is an interesting column because the higher this number is, the more difficult it is going to be for you to come in and compete if you're a brand new listing. Now, search volume is important. We want keywords that are searched often. If we sort this by high to low, you can see here the top keyword is pool floats. That's quite generic. It doesn't really describe this product, and over 500,000 people search it a month. If you wanted to rank on page 1, you need to sell 3,800 units in 8 days. So that's a very, very difficult keyword. We wouldn't prioritize that keyword because it doesn't describe it, and it's going to be very, very difficult. You've got competing products up to 10,000. Okay, so it's just too generic. We'd move on from that. But you're starting to get sort of an idea of what we look for. Now, if we keep going down, we've got basketball hoop. So again, lots of searches, nearly 250,000. Only 1,000 competing products, but very competitive. The 8-day sales is telling us that you need to sell nearly 1,500 in 8 days. So we like to use this column, the 8-day giveaways, as a good indicator of how difficult it is going to be for you to come in and rank. So let's say you launch this product, you built out a listing with a lot of the keywords I'm going to show you today. We want to be finding the keywords that we can actually compete with. So we're looking for low competition keywords, okay? So in order to sort of further qualify this information and speed it up, let's use these filters and let's ask for us to be able to see competing products up to say 500. Okay, so we can see 2,800 keywords, and this is what I would do in this process. This is what Sam would do, my business partner. He handles a lot of the keyword optimization side of things. This is what he would tell you to do, and this is what he tells you to do in our course. Okay, so have a look through. Now, I have reduced this to 500 and we've still got 1,800 keywords. So there's lots of keywords we could choose from here. Pool basketball hoop. It's a very good keyword because you've got almost 100,000 people searching it a month. But again, be able to sell 840 units in 8 days, especially if you're starting out, it's going to be very, very difficult. So although we'd probably want that in our listing, we wouldn't say that that would be our number one keyword. We're also being told that there's some Spanish keywords that are very popular here, and that's golden information, okay? So if we keep going down and we're looking for keywords that are right for us, okay? So let's have a look. Poolside basketball hoop. That's the one I started out with. That's a pretty good keyword. So you would definitely want that in your title. You would probably want to repeat it in your back end as well. Whether or not you decided to go for it as your main target keyword, that would be up to you. We would still be needing to sell 160 units in 8 days to get on page 1. But it's certainly a better prospect than this top one, where we're having to do just less than 8 times as many sales, which is phenomenal. So we might highlight that as our target keyword, okay? And we can look for some others. We've got basketball hoop portable. Is your product portable? If not, maybe that's another line. Maybe that's another product idea for you. Pool basketball goal, there's another product idea. So keyword research can actually be quite useful for product research as well. Pool basketball hoop floating. You can see you only need 72 sales over 8 days here, so that's pretty impressive. Only 128 competing products. If your product doesn't float in the pool, it won't be relevant. So basketball net for pool, that's a good one. 2,500 searches. You only need 56 sales in 8 days. Okay, so that's good. And I'm sure you can see just by using this tool, we are finding the right data. And I'm going to talk to you more about where we can prioritize these keywords, but this is exactly how we use this tool and how you can be using it too, because it's such an advantage. And we can keep searching through, keep finding these keywords, okay? Now, let's say that we have filtered this down. So why don't we just go to competing products, 100. We want minimum search volume, 200 searches a month. We're not interested in any less than that. So, okay, we can up this slightly. Let's go to 250 because I'm just trying to get a good selection of keywords here so that I can show you how we would then use the next tool. Okay, cool. So we've got this down to 171 keywords by going minimum search volume 200, competing products 250. So we now know that just by learning how to use this tool, we've got a good selection of keywords here that aren't going to be as competitive and that we are going to give ourselves a chance. And can you see how this is using data? This is using data that's available to everyone, but you need to, well, you do need the software, of course, which is why we use this all the time, but you need to know what you're doing because so many people don't know how to use this software. And we've used it for years, lots of trialing and testing, so happy to pass on some of this knowledge. So we've got a load of cool keywords here. Now, we have determined that we want all of those 171 keywords in our listing. Okay, what we can do is go up here, click export. Now, if you haven't got the platinum plan, then you wouldn't be able to use this. But if you've got the plan we have, you can just click to Frankenstein. And this is a keyword processor. Okay, so we've got a total of 648 individual keywords here. So in Magnet, we had, it says filtered keywords, but these are really phrases. Okay, so we've copied all of these over. Now, 648 keywords here is still quite a lot. So we can do better than that. What we can do is remove duplicates. If a word's repeated, well, we wouldn't want that in our listing twice because it will already be covered. We would also want to remove common words. This is golden. You see, by doing that, we've taken 648 keywords and we've reduced it to 124. Is that not amazing? So from all of this data here, we have got down to this. Well, that would be quite perfect to go in your back end, wouldn't it? You have a limited amount of space in your back end, which is why we use a keyword processor to fit as many juicy keywords as we can in there. You should be doing the same. This is the keyword research process that we follow. Now, we can go a step further than this. So we'll go back to Magnet. Let's have a look at some of our top keywords. So this one here, 8,350 searches a month, copy. And then we open another tool called Misspellinator. Now, and I won't go on too much longer, but you should listen to all of this. Misspellinator is a tool HELIUM 10 have created that knows keywords that people commonly misspell in Amazon. And if you find out what these keywords are, you can make sure you include these misspellings if Amazon doesn't autocorrect them in your listings, which means you're going to be able to rank for keywords that your competitors aren't bothering to rank for. Because if they haven't got these tools, they don't know about them. So what we're doing here, because we're finding keywords that are actually searched for quite a lot, because if they're misspellings, then we're going to need to find ones that are searched quite a lot in order to make this sort of worthwhile. So find some of your best keywords, put them in here, and let's click prepare. So these are very common keywords. So we can even go back to Magnet. What we're being told here is these are the top keywords, that people are using. They're using this the most. Pull. So in which case we would know, well, a misspelling of pull should be in our listing. Let's just select all of them. Find misspellings, and it will work away. And this is, when I found out about this, I just thought it's just golden, and I'm excited to share this with you guys. So what we're looking for here is keywords that are misspelled, and obviously the higher in popularity, the more they're misspelled. But the key is whether Amazon autocorrects them. So if they do, which in this case Amazon autocorrects this, well, we don't have to worry, because if people are typing in this, well, Amazon are going to show them this, okay? But Amazon aren't correcting people that spell this, which is poo. Bit silly, isn't it? Same as this, pook. So 8.8% are misspelling it. Amazon, no, aren't autocorrecting it. No, they're not autocorrecting it. That says to me that we want that in our listing, because if someone's typing in swimming poo or swimming pook, we can rank for that if we've got these misspellings in our back end. So same with, okay, volleyball, they do misspell. Same with set. If you double T, they're not correcting it. Okay. So yeah, we would take these, any misspellings, we would copy selected, and back to our originals, we would just add these in to our final selection that might go in the back end. So we're just basically using data to the extreme there, but I'm sure you can see how powerful that is, and hopefully this video has demonstrated how powerful Magnet is and why we use it. So yeah, it's such a powerful keyword research tool, and it's a tool I think you should all be using. So yeah, I hope you all found this useful, and if you've got any questions, ask below. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button or leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about it. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and consider turning on the notifications bell. That way you'll be the first to know about useful videos just like this. Guys, there'll be another useful video coming from us very shortly. Thanks for watching. you.